Matthew 7:24 through 29. Therefore, whoever hears these sayings of mine and does them, I will liken him to a wise man who builds his house on the rock. And the rain descended, the floods came, and the winds blew and beat on that house, and it did not fall, for it was founded on the rock. But everyone who hears these words and sayings of mine and does not do them will be like a foolish man who built his house on the sand. And the rain descended, the floods came, and the winds blew and beat on that house, and it fell. And great was its fall. And so it was, when Jesus had ended these sayings, that the people were astonished at his teaching, for he taught them as one having authority, not as the scribes. That concludes our section on the Sermon on the Mount. I think to finish, we should really take the last section of these verses and apply it to the whole. Whoever puts into practice the Sermon on the Mount, whoever not only intellectually believes it, not only analyzes it and tries to make sense of it, but he who truly practices, who truly knows and believes, because true knowledge and belief always have their root, or always have their fruit and root in action, in a first-hand knowledge. So Jesus likens those who put into action his teachings as those who build on a solid foundation, on the rock. And we know Christ is that rock, but this here is just an analogy of building a solid foundation. It won't be blown by the trials and tribulations. It won't fall. But a person that simply reads the scripture but doesn't put it into practice, a person that simply hears the teachings of Christ and says, oh, those are great teachings, but doesn't daily apply them, is like a person that's builds his foundation on the sand. And it might look the same initially, right? We might talk the same lingo and verbiage, but when the trials and tribulations and storms come, they're going to blow that person over because there's no action. When times get tough, he's not putting into practice, or he or she is not putting into practice these principles. It's not already part of their life. And so we must practice these in the good times and the normal times, so that when the tough times come, we will stand and have a solid foundation. Our eyes are always focused on Christ. Our eyes are always focused on believing and practicing what we believe. We'll see you guys soon. Have a blessed day.